Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to What Up Plague. This is a channel where we talk about all kinds of things like how to make it, how to fix it, how to maintain it, as well as how to clean it. Also, we do product reviews and comparisons. Today we're going to do a comparison. I've been getting a lot of questions about what's the difference between a 2.2 truck tire for an RC truck versus a 2.2 tire and wheel combo for a 110 scale two-wheel drive buggy or four-wheel drive buggy. So here I'm going to explain the differences. Let's go ahead and take some of these off and clear out some area here. So there's basically two different types of wheels and tire combos that you'll see for the 2.2s when it comes to the 110 scale buggies and trucks. You have the 2.2 short course truck tire wheel, which is this one here. It's also known as the SCT. You have the 2.2 tire for the stadium truck, which is also called the 2.2 ST tire and wheel. And then you have the 2.2 buggy tire and wheel combo. So if I happen to say wheel, tires, whatever, I'm talking about the whole setup. If I happen to get those confused. But anyhow, so what's the difference? The question I get, can you put the tires from a truck onto a buggy and vice versa? They're 2.2, right? What's the difference? Well, let's take a look at the difference of the rims on them first. See, I got a buggy 2.2 here, and I have a stadium truck 2.2 wheel here. Now, I don't have a unmounted short course tire wheel, so I can't really demonstrate those, but we won't need to in this because I'll show you the difference here. It'll be pretty clear. So first off, they're measured in inches, 2.2 inches. Are they the same diameter? Well, I have some calipers here. Let's go ahead and crack these bad boys out and measure them. This is the buggy. If I measure the section that the tire mounts to, I don't know if you guys can see that there. It's at 2.17 inches. On the truck, ST, stadium truck, on the section that the tire mounts to, same thing, 2.17. See that? So they're pretty much exactly, almost exactly, the same diameter. So, can you put a truck tire, an ST truck tire, on a buggy? Well, same diameter, but check this out. Wow. See that right there? The ST truck wheel has a substantial depth difference. Well, let's check out the depth difference, shall we? The depth difference between the two, if you're to measure them, the depth difference is, it's a ½ inch, 0.49 inches. That's the depth difference. So it's a ½ inch difference. So therefore, it wouldn't be wise to put the tires from a buggy on a truck and then vice versa. So, but also another difference is the offset, on how the offsets on the wheels are. If you look at a truck, the ST, you see that the offset, first off, the offset is where the center, the mounting center of the wheel, the hub of the wheel, you might call it, where it sits according on here, the depth of which. Zero offset means that section here that the tire mounts to is right smack dab in the middle of the wheel. Positive offset means that mounting section here is pushed forward. Negative means that it's going to be backwards. So here's an example. This one here, if you look at it, it's almost smack dab in the middle. It's right about here. So This particular wheel has a slight negative offset, because this is the front of the wheel, this is the back. So if it goes back, that means it's negative. If it comes forward, that means positive. So right there, that right there means that it's a slight negative offset. Now, for the Buggy, you look at it, well, the mounting where the hub mounts on there is right about here. So that means that this has a positive offset. It's quite a bit of positive offset. Here's the middle right about there, and the mounting, the hub mounts right about there. So this is a positive offset. So that's the difference between the ST wheel and the Buggy wheel. Now, what's the difference between the Buggy wheel, the stadium truck wheel, and then the short course wheel? Well, there's a huge difference. First off, if you look at the diameter on the front, you look at the diameter of the front of the wheels, they're pretty much the same. They're pretty much the same diameter. If I take the truck wheel, the ST wheel, and I put it up against it, as you can see, it's almost exactly the same. Almost exactly the same diameter. I can't hardly see because it's black on black right there, but it's pretty much the same. So you look at that section. There's no difference. It's still 2.2, but there's a difference when they say SCT wheel versus stadium truck wheel. One difference is, if you look at the depth of them, SCT wheel is about as wide as a Buggy wheel. See that? It's about a ½ inch difference between the ST, the stadium truck, and the SCT, the short course truck. But here's the biggest difference. If you look at the back of the wheels, you see that right there? Look how much sidewall is on the stadium truck tire right here. See that? Now look how much sidewall is on the short course tire. Not very much sidewall right here. Very little compared to the stadium truck. What's the benefit of that? Well, the benefit of it is less sidewall flex. The stadium truck tire will have a lot more sidewall flex, plus a lot more bounce as well, because there's more sidewall, which is more flexing, and it's not as sturdy and stable, and so on and so forth. The short course, the tire that has less sidewall flex, so therefore when you turn corners you don't get the flex. It's more consistent when you're on handling on high traction surfaces. Another thing about the stadium truck versus the short course is, if you look at it like this, if I was to line them up side by side here, let's see, not side by side, but if I line them up, you can see that the stadium truck tire is approximately about a quarter of an inch taller than the stadium truck. The short course truck is about a quarter inch taller than the stadium truck tire. So that's another difference there. So can you swap tires on these? No. It's because stadium truck tire, or the short course rim, has a, I believe it's a 3-inch diameter here. Well, let's take a look. Well, we got the calipers. Yeah, if you look right here, it's about a 3.2 inches for the wheel, but that's the outside of the wheel. So all in all, you're probably looking at, let's see if I can get this thing to go inside. Yeah, you're looking at about 3 inches in diameter on the back side versus 2.2. I mean, sorry, 3-inch on the inside of the wheel versus 2.2 on the outside. So you cannot swap tires. Now, another question is, can you put the wheel and tire combo of a stadium truck onto a short course or onto a buggy, or vice versa, flip around? The answer is yes, you can. Why? If you look, the drive on these things is a 12 millimeter hex drive nut that these right here mount to. That's what latches onto, so that it has latches onto the axle. 12 millimeter hex drive, 12 millimeter hex drive, 12 millimeter hex drive. These can mount. Now, why would you want to do something like that? Quite simple. If you have a two-wheel drive buggy and you want to take it out in the field, you want to take it out in the grass, you want to take it out in rough terrain, whatever, and you want the ground clearance and stuff like that in the dirt, you can put these tires on. Which one to use? That's up to you. Short course is going to give you more ground clearance. Stadium truck is going to give you more traction in loose terrain, like soft dirt, sand, so on and so forth. So which one's best? That's up to you. That's all personal preference right there. Now, how would it be on a buggy? Well, I happen to have this right here. So, hey, look at that. Well, this right here is a buggy that has short course tires and wheels on it. It performs phenomenal off-road, grass, dirt, whatever. These are actually the tires and wheels off of a Slash, a Traxxas Slash. So here's the actual cover for it. This buggy is a Kyosho RB7. So give you an idea what the buggy is. The only changes I had to make for it to be able to operate well off-road and in the dirt is it normally races with a 30 tooth pinion gear, drop down to a 25. You know, it's not extremely blistering fast that way, but it gives a lot of torque. When you're going off jumps, you can control a lot better in the air, so on and so forth. Works great. No problem with whatever, haven't broken any parts, so on and so forth. So this is with the short course tires on a buggy, and it works great. For ground clearance wise, let's see how much ground clearance I get. If I push this down and then let it back up, see where it sits. I got, let's see, I have approximately, let me zero this out first and then try it again. I have approximately 1.28, so almost 1.3 inches of ground clearance on this versus, oh, actually, no, that was wrong because the cover was sitting a little low. So let's try that again. There you go. It's almost an inch and a half. It's almost an inch and a half of ground clearance that I have on this buggy now, versus before, you know, you're less than an inch. You're basically about a half inch off the ground when you're racing. So huge difference. Again, operates, works phenomenal. Grass, rough terrain, dirt, so on and so forth, with the stadium truck or with the short course tires on. So anyhow, that right there, I hope answers all the questions that you have about these three tire sizes. Again, buggy tire, you cannot put a buggy tire on a truck, and you can't put the short course tires on a stadium truck or a buggy. The wheels, you can mount them on either one. I do have a stadium truck that these right here, we'll put these on there sometimes, but most of the time we have these on there because we like the way that it works on loose gravel and loose or low traction surfaces. This right here, when we're getting a little higher traction, a little harder packed dirt, I like to use these. The short course tires. It just the way that slides, the way it performs and stuff like that. It's awesome. Also when I'm doing really rough terrain with a lot of rock and stuff like that, I like to use these also. They work great. So again, I hope that answered all your questions about the tires and the differences. If you have any other questions, feel free to comment and ask about them. I will reply if I have to do another video to explain or to answer a question. I'd be more than happy to do so. So go ahead and check out, if you like my videos, go ahead and subscribe. You check out my other videos. If you don't like my videos, subscribe anyway. Just you can throw rocks at me and make fun of me. So anyhow, guys, take care, and we will talk to you later. Bye-bye.